Seven Years' Wars. The Seven Years' War, 1756 to 1763, was a global conflict involving major European powers and their colonies, primarily fought between Britain and France. Causes. The war originated from a combination of geopolitical rivalries, territorial disputes, and colonial ambitions between European powers. It was a continuation of the long standing conflicts between Britain and France over their overseas empires. 1. Participants. The major participants in the war were Britain, France, and their respective allies. Britain formed alliances with Prussia, Portugal, and other European powers, while France aligned with Austria, Russia, Spain, and some Native American tribes. Global scope. The war had a global scale, with conflicts taking place in Europe, North America, the Caribbean, Africa, and India. It was one of the first true global conflicts, involving battles and engagements across multiple continents. 3. North American theater. In North America, the conflict was known as the French and Indian War. It centered on the struggle for control over the lucrative fur trade and contested territories in the Ohio River Valley. Britain and its American colonies fought against France and its Native American allies. 4. European theater. In Europe, the war involved multiple fronts, with battles fought primarily between Britain and Prussia on one side and France, Austria, Russia, and their allies on the other. The conflict was marked by shifting alliances and intense fighting across various territories. 5. Outcome and impact. The war ended with the signing of the Treaty of Paris in 1763. Britain emerged as the victor, gaining significant territorial gains, including Canada and territories in India, while France ceded most of its North American holdings. The war had a profound impact on global politics, setting the stage for future conflicts and shaping the balance of power between European nations. France ceded Canada and other North American territories to Britain, ending French control in the region. Spain exchanged Florida with Britain for the return of Havana, Cuba. France gave up some Caribbean islands and Indian trading posts as part of the treaty. Spain received the Louisiana Territory from France as compensation for its losses in Florida. The treaty acknowledged Britain's maritime dominance and granted British vessels access to strategic waterways. 6. Financial burden. The war was financially costly for all participants, particularly Britain. The conflict strained the British economy and led to increased taxes and debt, which contributed to growing tensions between Britain and its American colonies and ultimately played a role in the American Revolutionary War. 7 Years' War overall impact. The 7 Years' War was a complex and significant conflict that reshaped the geopolitical landscape and had far-reaching consequences around the world. It marked a turning point in the balance of power between European powers, set the stage for future conflicts, and had a profound impact on colonial territories and relationships between European powers and indigenous peoples. One, 7 Years' War overview. 2. Causes of the 7 Years' War. 3. Participants in the 7 Years' War. 4. Global scope of the war. 5. North American theater. 6. European theater. 7. Outcome and impact. Treaty of Paris, 1763. Territorial gains and losses. France and Spain's territorial adjustments. Britain's maritime dominance. 8. Financial burden of the 9. Overall impact of the 7 Years' War.